Growing up and up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. To the center, ready, Mike 58, right there. Here we go. Watch twist.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Newton, meanwhile, here connected with McCaffrey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here we go. 180. Here we go. Check 43. Kill. Turn it. Kill.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down. From Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll try to right side with Foster. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they'll look at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. just gave up another one right there.
And tatter, so sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Here we go on fourth. Newton. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
A first down carry for Foster. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of 2 there, second down. On second and 12, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Now he's flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be design runs as well as his scrambles.
He'll run for it. It's Stewart. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call. Stewart. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Check. Lucky.
They'll run on first down. Riggs. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 67 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bryant's extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Dancing to his left. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's it, baby. That's it.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Single.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30, 10-foot touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Gano the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 39, Vick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Third and long for Vick. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have.
Go, boys, bring it up.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Throwing is Newton. Room to run past midfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. They'll rifle this from deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kaiser. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And an alley to run. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now here's Vick. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 81 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Golden. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, they run with Stewart. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Watch it. Watch it. Check out, hot. Check. Crunch. Gun.
From the gun, here's Newton. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Newton now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Binds, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Newton turns and hands to Stewart. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch it. Check 8. Fresno. I get it.
From the 50, Newton. They'll buy some time right. Now he's going to go for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. This time they'll throw it with Vic. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. He's got first down and then some at midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
That's the moves they need to do to set him up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
Check.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His second touchdown on the season. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bryant's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On first down, it's Foster, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
There he goes left side. And he has scored. Touchdown, Falcons. Such an impressive punt return, 83 yards, as they have taken the lead. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games, It led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
They'll get nothing out of the completion there, and it leads to a fourth down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down.
Sit. Watch the sit. 20. Check 99.
They will go for it. Now Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Pick it up, D. Check 15. Check 15.
They'll run on first down. Riggs. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Grady Jarrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
They'll rifle this one deep right, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off out around the 43. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned the block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Riggs. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
58, Mike. Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. And that is going to do it. for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Step, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's their quarterback. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
52.
From the gun, Vic. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Check, 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 check.
A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From the 29, Newton steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The Panthers on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Newton. And he comes back with one complete. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They fake the give. Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
22, in your face.
The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. They keep it on the ground. Again to Stewart. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further. As they get him down well short of the line to gain. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now it's Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 11. Brings up 2nd and 9.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Vic now. Looking end zone for Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check 31.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will get him one closer. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because Every team has a goal when they start the year to win everything. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is the 6.
Now Vic stripped. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He may try and run for this. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. That's how you, Charles. You play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Meanwhile, in Foxborough there in the 4th quarter. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
All day, baby, all day, all day, all day. Check 20. Gun. Hatchet.
Here's Newton. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Every time it's a set. Come on, fellas.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Set the tone, defense.
Here's Newton. He's going to let it fly. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up